Dr. Tamara Harville here to talk about the 10 commandments of commas. There's a lot of comma rules, and commas are very easily misunderstood. So here are 10 things you can remember to help. 1. Thou shalt use comma to separate 3 or more items in a list. Why do you need a comma? Well, Kyle likes cooking, his family, and his pets. If you didn't use a comma, you would be saying Kyle likes cooking his family, or Kyle likes cooking his pets. No, you must separate these out so that there are 3 separate items. Thou shalt use a comma to join 2 complete sentences with a conjunction. The conjunctions are but, or, yet, for, and, nor, and so. So if a conjunction comes between 2 complete sentences, you have to have a comma in front of it. If there aren't 2 complete sentences, you do not. So Amelia is a ferocious eater is a complete sentence. She likes to buy hot dogs in bulk is a complete sentence. So comma, conjunction. But if I said Julia eats hamburgers and often accompanies Amelia to the market, that's just a double verb that she eats and she accompanies. There's no other subject here. So those are not 2 complete sentences. You don't need the comma. And this is combined with this one. Thou shalt not use only a comma to join 2 complete sentences without a conjunction, because that then turns into a comma splice. So pandas are fluffy. They make good pets. 2 complete sentences. You can't just use a comma there. You have to separate them with a semicolon or add a conjunction as in above or something like that. All right, thou shalt use commas in if-then statements. If you don't learn the comma commandments, then you'll be sorry. Or if you don't learn the comma commandments, you'll be sorry. You need the comma before it, even if the word then is not there. Okay? Thou shalt use commas when addressing someone directly. Let's eat, Grandma. Why, Grandma, do you look so frightened? Yes, I know it sounds funny with pauses. I pause to make an emphasis. You don't have that comma there, just like above you're eating your grandma. So she makes a good roast, right? That can be taken 2 ways. So let's eat, Grandma. Or why, Grandma, do you feel so frightened? Separate them out by those commas. Thou shalt use commas to set off appositives. And a positive is a phrase that you can remove and the sentence still makes sense on its own. So I could say Felix is rather strange. But to know who Felix is, Felix, that boy across the hall, is rather strange. Set it off both sides with the commas. Number 7, thou shalt use commas to set off introductory elements. Catching his breath, Juan Pablo checked to see if the Eskimos were still chasing him. So you have a complete sentence here. What comes before it is like an introductory element. Usually, not always, but usually it's an adverb. Like suddenly, it started raining. Need that comma. Thou shalt use commas between consecutive interchangeable adjectives. Chris Hemsworth is a yummy, hunky stud muffin. You could switch him around. He's a hunky stud muffin. He's a yummy stud muffin. So you need a comma between them. If not, he's a yummy hunky. He's not a yummy hunky. He's a yummy stud muffin. So put that comma there. Thou shalt use commas to set off expressions that interrupt sentence flow. Ashley does, by the way, eat toenails. Okay, that's gross. Ashley does, by the way, eat toenails. If you read it without those 2 commas, it would just sound weird. Those commas make you pause with that by the way and kind of set that little expression off to the side. And lastly, thou shalt use commas to separate contrasting parts of a sentence. Commas are fun, not boring. You can hear the pause in that one. I hope these helped.